Depression is like a dark box that you can't escape from. It costs patients their happiness and the US economy more than $210 billion each year. You're alone, you can't live life, you're trapped. But there are ways to get out of the box. We have treatments that work, but many of the more than 16 million Americans who suffer from depression lack access to these treatments. There's a critical shortage of mental health specialists, especially on the south side of Chicago. Right now, that shortage is being filled by primary care providers, who treat almost 75% of all cases of depression. But depression requires regular follow-up that many of these doctors don't have the resources to support. More than 6 billion people use text messaging and social media worldwide. And I want to harness the power of this trend to help primary care physicians and others provide better depression care. So meet Gatsby. Gatsby is a chatbot, a computer program that checks in with you about your emotions. It's like Apple's Siri or Amazon's Alexa. It sends you messages on Facebook, through text, or an app that your doctor prescribes. I've spent many late nights building Gatsby to test for this pilot award. And Gatsby is quite unique because it combines a natural chat interface with a cutting-edge depression test created by my collaborator, Robert Gibbons. His online test adapts to a patient's responses. This allows us to diagnose and measure depression severity in just 2 to 3 minutes, as well as a psychologist can do in 45 minutes. I've used this test on more than 1,000 patients, and I think it's the best tool out there. This project takes this technology out of the lab and places it into our patients' pockets.
We'll be able to have a validated measure applied to the patient on an everyday basis with the convenience of his cell phone and get those measures repeated daily. It will add a whole new level of accuracy to things that in the past were done with monthly or bi-weekly intervals in the office.
Gatsby will also check in regularly with patients and automatically detect changes in their emotions, sending that data to doctors in real time to optimize their care. These check-ins are as secure and as confidential as a typical doctor's visit. And with almost 80% of Americans using a smartphone, Gatsby can give people the mental health care they need whenever they need it.
Social media allows us a much more natural way of getting into the patient's routine. It's very accessible.
With this pilot award funding, I'll test Gatsby with patients to see if this new approach helps them achieve a faster remission than those who receive traditional care.
I believe this really will open up a new area in the evaluation of mood disorders. We'll advance much farther in the sense of providing the appropriate treatment to individuals and can translate into better quality of life for our patients.